A little boy was sitting on the bed and biting the arm of a man who was sitting in front of him. A boy was laying on the bed. He was burning due to high fever. Yungi looked at his arm. Ah, how much will you bite me? I'm saying nah, he didn't get fever because of me. Can't you understand this? I already called the doctor. What else I can do? Ah! Yungi screamed his lungs out when Cookie grabbed his fistful hairs and shook his head. He was only 18 months and had a massive strength in his hands. Yungi stood up. I don't know what black magic he has done on my son. My own son is fighting with me for his whom he just met few hours ago. Stay with him. I'm going downstairs to take doctor. Left. Yungi left downstairs and Cookie was shaking him to wake him up. Soon Yungi came there with his family doctor Jin. Cook angrily looked at him. Yungi, I didn't come alone. See whom I brought with myself. Jin, hello baby. Cookie ran to him and dragged him on the bed. Easy baby, why are you angry from June? Yungi, I saw how hard you bite him. Cook pointed his finger on Jimin, who was laying on the bed. Then Yungi, he held his tummy by his one hand and by other hand pointed his finger on his mouth and shook his head, then acted to pass out. Jin, oh, so Yungi didn't let him food to eat. That's why he passed out. Cook nodded his head vigorously. Okay, I got it, but who is he? I never saw him before. Looked at Yungi, and Yungi, you, since when you became this much cruel to not let anyone food to eat? Yungi, Hyang, don't believe him. He started talking a lot nowadays. Nothing happened like this. He exaggerated his words. I didn't do anything like this. Cook quickly shook his head and picked a glass of water and threw the water on Yungi. Jin quickly snatched the glass from his hand. Cookie, this much anger isn't good. Yungi, see Yang, he is behaving like this since he passed out. He became mad. Give him big monster needle. Cook was ready to throw his hands on Yungi, but Jin handled him. Jin, Cookie, you can fight with him. Let her do. Come, let him give. Jin started checking Jimin and Cookie was sitting beside him while holding his hand. Yungi was standing beside Jin. Yungi, what happened, Hyang? Jin, he had high fever from past few days. I need to send his blood sample to lab. As he didn't eat anything, so he gets worse. I gave him injection. Let's hope his temperature reduced till the morning. Otherwise, you have to take him to the hospital. I will do some tests. Yungi looked at Cook. See, he already had high fever. He didn't get fever because of me. Now stop glaring at me. Jin, now tell me, who is he and why is Cookie blaming you for his condition? Yungi, he is my secretary, Park Jimin, a chatterbox. Few days ago, he joined the company. He is good at his work but talk unnecessarily a lot. Past few days, he became quiet, which surprised everyone. Now I got it. He was silent because of fever. Today, I took Cookie in company where he pushed Cookie. When I heard Cookie's crying voice, I reached there and found Cookie was on the floor and crying hard. Beside him, a broken vase was there. I came mad and started scolding him. I told him to complete whole company's work alone, but I didn't know that he wasn't well. Otherwise, I will never let him do this much work. At night, he completed his work and submitted all the files to me and left. Cookie ran behind hint him to stop and found him in passed out condition. I took him here and called you. Since I scolded him, Cookie became mad and started biting my arm. Showed him his arm. See, he is behaving like he is his dad, not I am. Jin, so this happened. How did you know that he pushed Cookie? Did you see him by pushing Cookie by your eyes? Yoongi, no Hyang, but I know it must be his fault. He is so careless. Jin, so you just assume that it's all his fault without having any proper explanation. You came on conclusion and punished him too. You didn't even give him chance to explain. What a dumb person are you? Yoongi, I don't need explanation, Yang. His carelessness is the proof that he was guilty. Jin, by this logic, I should have hung Juni because he always break the things. Yoongi, that was a different thing. He never hurt Cookie and you always scold him. Don't forget that. Jin, that's because he's my husband. I know his habit. I know when he is saying the truth and when lie. Do you love him? How much you know him? Yoongi, okay fine. I will talk with him when he will regain his consciousness. Jin, you should be apologized if you misjudged him. Yoongi, okay, I will do. Jin, now I'm going. Take care of him. He needs proper rest. Cookie, I will come to meet you again, okay? Cookie hugged him and kissed on his cheek. Jin left from there. Cookie was still so angry from Yoongi. He hasn't looking at Yoongi. He was sitting beside Jimin while holding his hand. Yoongi forcefully fed Cookie his dinner. He didn't eat anything because somewhere he was blaming himself for Jimin's condition. Whole night he didn't sleep. He was continuously checking Jimin's temperature. Cookie was sleeping beside him. In the morning, suddenly his temperature increased. He and Cookie were continuously changing cold water strips. Jin told him to bring Jimin to the hospital. Jinky quickly took him in the hospital with Cookie. There Jin did his some test and now they were waiting for his result. Jimin was still unconscious. Yoongi, Yang, will you tell me exactly what happened to him? He hadn't regained his consciousness yet. Jin, while setting the IV needle, I'm not omnivorous. Cookie, don't touch this hand, okay? Yoongi went to him and turned around. Yang, he isn't this much small to not understand IV needle. Leave him and talk with me. Jin, why are you spinning me like a top? Yoongi, Yang, stop kidding and tell me now. Here, I'm dying, thinking by the guilt, and there you are enjoying with my patience. Please tell me. Jin, without seeing his report, I can't tell anything to you. Yoongi, which type of doctor are you? Are you really a doctor? Now I have a doubt on you. Jin, go and to my cabin. There my degrees are hanging on the wall. You can clear your doubts. Yoongi, Yang. Jin, stop winning. Yoongi, I'm a doctor, not God, who can tell you everything. First, I need to check his reports to confirm the reason. I can't start his medication only on assumption. Yoongi was impatiently waiting for Jimin to wake up. Jin went on roundup. Cookie was still sitting on with Jimin. Soon, Jimin started regaining his consciousness. Yoongi saw this and ran to bring Jin back. Cookie quickly let down Jimin's chest and hugged him tightly but carefully to not hurt his hand. Jimin felt heaviness on his chest. He looked down and saw a little kid was hugging him. He stroked his hairs by trembled hand. Jimin, hey cat. Cookie quickly sat on his chest and kissed on his cheeks. Cookie, you here? But how? Look at the room. Hospital? How did I come here? Jin came there. Jimin, how are you feeling? Jimin looked at him. Doctor, how did I come here? Jin, first tell me, how are you feeling now? Jimin, I'm fine but feeling little bit weakness. Cookie sat beside Jimin and gave his hand to Jin to check him. Jin, thank you, Cookie. Jimin, I'm fine, doctor. Jin, I will decide that. Now tell me, since you had fever, don't lie. Jimin, past 3 days. Jin, which medicine did you take? Jimin, no one. Yoongi, mad. Are you serious? You were sick and didn't take any medicine. What did you want to do, Jimin looked at Yoongi and turned his face to the side. He didn't see anything and he started playing with Cookie's hairs. Yoongi, see Hyang, how much stubborn is he? Jin, Yoongi, I'm talking na. Jimin, I have to start your medication. Health isn't the thing to play and take out your anger. Tell me, why didn't you take any medicine? Jimin, I thought it will be fine by itself. Jin, it's not the real reason. Tell me the real reason. Jimin, I didn't want to waste money on medicines. Only few amount left, so. Yoongi, so you decided to quit medicines. Did you think any magic would happen and you would be fine overnight? Can't you ask pocket money from your parents? They will never say no. Jin, Yoongi, stop shouting. It's a hospital. Patients are resting. I'm talking na. Jimin, answer us. Jimin, every month I get fixed amount. I can't ask for more. Yoongi, why are you ashamed to ask money from your parents? Jimin looked at him with teary eyes and shouted, I'm an orphan. I wasn't born with silver spoon like you. Every month orphanage sends fixed amount to all the children who are above than 18. Till then they get job. After that they stop sending money. They don't care about us. They only fulfill their responsibility. I have to think about so many things. I can't think about medicines here. I don't have money to buy medicines and you admitted me in this much big hospital. Who will pay his bill? Teardrop him eyes and Cookie quickly wiped it and hugged him tightly to give him his comfort. Jin, it's okay, Jimin. Calm down. You don't need to pay hospital's bill. Yoongi didn't admit you. He took you here only for checkup. Lied. Jimin, you don't need to lie, doctor. I will pay your bills. I still have some amount. Jin heard Yoongi and read his reports and gave his medicines. Yoongi and Cookie was paying full attention on Jin. Jimin tried to get up but felt dizziness. Yoongi picked him in his arms and took him to his home with Cookie. Jimin was sitting on Yoongi's chest to leave him. Time skipped after 2 days. Jimin tried to go to his rented room, but Cookie stopped him. He couldn't deny Cookie's big two eyes. Yoongi brought his all these stuffs from his room. In this 2 days, Yoongi and Cookie treated him like his family. They provided him everything. He was fine now. He played with Cookie but didn't talk with Yoongi. He was completely ignoring him. If Yoongi tried to talk with him, then he left from there. Yoongi was feeling so guilty. He always complained about Jimin's chatterbox and clumsy nature. But now, when he became silent, he was feeling hurt. His silence was unbearable for him. By living with Jimin, He understood Jimin is a nice and very caring boy. Indeed, he is so young but knows everything. He took care of Cookie like his own son. With Jimin, he laughed his lungs out. He is more happier than before. Jimin's this quality won Yoongi's heart, and he didn't realize when he started liking him. Right now, Jimin was sitting near the pool while hanging his legs in water. Cookie was hugging him and sleeping. He was telling him a story. Yoongi came there while holding a glass of milk and a wine. Yoongi, has he slept? Jimin, without looking at him. Yoongi, won't you talk with me? Jimin, you don't need to show fake concerns. Cookie already slept. You don't need to continue this drama. Yoongi, drama? Jimin, yes, drama. I know you are bearing me just because of Cookie. Otherwise, you don't wanna see my face. Don't worry, sir. I'm searching a job. I will go from here as soon as I get job. Yoongi sat beside him. You know, half truth is more dangerous than a lie. Gave him a glass of milk. Take this. Jimin took the glass of milk. I know this very well, sir. Yoongi, you don't need to find any job. You will still my secretary. Jimin, you forget, sir. You already fired me. Yoongi, but neither I gave you termination letter nor you gave me resignation letter. So technically, you are still my secretary. Jimin, tomorrow I will give you my resignation letter. Yoongi, I won't accept. Jimin, why are you doing this, sir? I try to understand you, but I don't understand which one is your real personality. Who fired me without giving me a chance to say anything, or this one who is taking care of me, who understands me without saying anything? Yoongi smiled. Both the part of my nature. The one who shouted on you and blamed you was Cookie's overprotective dad who can't trust on anyone. The one who takes care of you is Min Yoongi, who is taking care of the person whom he loves the most after cooking. Jimin shocked. What? You love me? Yoongi, yes. Jimin, I don't want your sympathy. Min Yoongi, who didn't take a second to fire you because Cookie cried, and you think I love you just to show sympathy? What will I get to show you sympathy? Nothing. I shouted on you because I didn't trust you. At that time, now you are holding my son. He is sleeping in your arms. I don't need to tell you that now. I trust you. You aren't this much dumb or young to not understand that trust can't build overnight. Trust is something which you have to earn, and you earn my trust by taking care of Cookie. I can leave Cookie with you and still fully assured about his safety. I checked the CCTV footage to know what happened at that day, and I found Cookie bumped with you. His leg touched a wall, that's why it fell. In fact, you saved him. I'm sorry for not giving you a chance to explain yourself. I know you have lots of questions. You must be angry too. But please first listen to me. Cookie is my young son who was in military and married during the war. His wife couldn't hold this pain and died too. Cookie lives with my parents, but they were busy, so they left Cookie with me. In past, my parents hired a caretaker for Cookie, but she tried to hurt him. He got traumatized and couldn't talk. After that incident, we never hired any caretaker. Mentally, Cookie is so weak. He needs so much love and care. A little bit rough behavior can remind him his past, which can worsen his condition. He is a child, so he can fully forget that with time, but for that we have to be very careful. That's why I'm overprotective towards him. I know it can't justify my action. I know I did a big mistake. I can't judge anyone on the basis of past, but I can't help in this. I'm sorry, that's all I can say. Cookie bite my arms a lot of time since I scolded you. Maybe babies have a special power who knows anyone's real behavior. That's why he understood you before me. The real reason of loving you is Cookie. The way you take care of him without having any relationship. No one takes even after having a relationship. I'm seeing my future husband and Cookies up in you. I told you everything without hiding anything from you. You are free to take decision. I need you, but it doesn't mean you think the same. You are so young for marriage and take the responsibility of Cookie. Whatever will be your decision, I will accept it and nothing will change. Take the decision wisely. It will affect 3 lives. Your, mine and Cookie's. About to go. Jimin quickly held his hand. Junki, take your time. Think about it. Good night. Took Cookie from his hand and left to his room. Time skipped in the morning. Jimin and Cookie were playing in the garden and Junki was making their breakfast. Jimin, Cookie, little on the grass. I'm so tired. I can't run more. I need food. Cook little on him and hugged him tightly. Cookie is also hungry. Your dada is taking so much time to prepare breakfast. Should we go out for our breakfast? Cook quickly stood up. You also wanna go outside now? Cook, mama. Jimmy quickly sat up. Cookie, you spoke. I heard you spoke. Say again. Cook, mama. Jimmy, teary eyes. Cookie, you spoke. You can speak now. Cook wiped his tears and hugged him tightly. Mama. Junki came there while holding their breakfast. Now what happened? Why are you crying? I know I'm late, but not this much to make you cry because of hunger. Put the tray on the center table. Now come. Jimin looked at Junki. Cookie, show Dada what you did. Junki, now what did you teach him? I'm not in mood to see any mischief. Cook, Mama. Junki stunned. Jimin, I think my ears aren't working. I heard he. Jimin, your ears are working. He spoke. Junki came to him and kneeled down in front of him. Cookie, say again. Cook looked at him. Mama. Junki teardropped. See, Dada. Cook hugged Jimin tightly. Mama. Jimin wiped his tears. Don't be sad. Slowly he will say Dada too. Junki hugged both of them tightly. I'm not sad. I'm so happy that he finally speaks. Cook, Mama. Junki, you brat. He isn't your mama. Jimin, who said this? You asked my question, na? Cookie gave you my answer. Junki, really? I'm so happy today. About to kiss him. Jimin stopped him. Cookie's here. Quickly closed his eyes by his tiny baby hands. Mama. Junki peeked on his Jimin's lips. You brat, where did you learn from this? Cookie giggles and hugged him tightly. Ta. Jimin hugged both of them. So you were teasing, Cookie giggles. Mama, ta. Half-truth is the more dangerous than a lie. A lie can detect at some stage, but half-truth is sure to mislead for a long. Never believe on half a story. First listen both sides of stories, then take any decision. Hasty decision often left regret only. The end. Author's note: That's it for today. I hope you all like it. It was the requested story for one shot. I hope I didn't disappoint you. It was the new story, but you can take it as bonus part of when his rude boss made him work overtime by thinking he hurt his son, not knowing he already has high fever. I will attach the link in pinned comment. Half truth is the more dangerous than a lie. Just because of his overprotectiveness, he took his this much big decision without thinking about his conscience. When a talkative person became quiet, then it feels so lonely. That silence you can't bear, and it became more unbearable when the person isn't in front of your eyes, but you can't hear his cheerful voice. Agree? I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with new story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share, and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.